y'all, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm gonna do a Q&A about my business. I love talking about business. Do something to me. You see my little shirt? It says my business name, BEAUTEKFULSURFACE. Okay, so I had my followers asking me a bunch of questions, and when I asked them to ask me questions, they asked me personal questions, and they also asked me business questions. So I wanted to make business different from personal, because like I just didn't want to do a mixture, especially because I have a whole lot of business content that's coming right now. Y'all know y'all girl is still on her iPhone. I'm recording off of my iPhone, and I plan to upgrade soon. I plan to give y'all more videos and more content of whatever y'all want to see of me, actually, because I'm gonna let y'all control this, because at the end of the day I'm doing this for y'all and not me. So let's jump right into the questions. So I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce myself once again. I'm Aaliyah. I'm 22 years old, and I have an esthetician business in Miami, Florida. My suite is located in North Miami Beach. So yeah, so basically, before I go in to answer some questions, y'all don't mind the chair squeaking, please. Like, promise. Like, oh my god, this chair is so crazy. So I'm gonna do like a little backstory before I get into my Q&A about my business. So I will be the one to say that my business is my baby. I treat it as if it's a child, and it means everything to me. My name is behind it, so I'm gonna try my best and always do my best to give people the best services, you know, even though things happen and you can't please everyone. So I started doing lashes because lashes was the first thing I did. I started doing lashes at the age of 17 years old, and I started doing lashes in high school. So with me doing lashes in high school, I know that it was always my dream to be an esthetician, but I couldn't do both. Like, I couldn't be in high school and also go to esthetician school. So I started off with something that I could do, because all I knew was state board regulations when it's coming down to facials, waxing, and etc. So I started off doing lashes out of my home. No, actually, we had a shop in Northside Flea Market, and things didn't work out, so I moved back home, and I was basically doing lashes out of my brother's bedroom. It was just so like a crazy moment for me, because my old lash sets was like very horrible. It took a lot for me to become where I am now, but I can say that I'm honestly happy that I never gave up. And like, you know, my loyal clients that have been coming to me from the time I was in my brother's bedroom to going into my mama's living room and to now in my own suite, it's just like it's very like a bittersweet moment looking back to where I was, and it's just like me now. So like that's basically like a little backstory of how I started and where my journey is going. So now I can get into the questions. So the first question is, did you ever see yourself being anything other than an esthetician? I knew that I wanted to be a homicide detective, but like I said, God had other plans. Once I went to esthetician school, like it was just like that. Like, I graduated high school and esthetician school in the same year. Like, I knew I had a game plan, and I knew that I was going to accomplish every goal that I wanted to accomplish. What is the biggest goal you want to accomplish in 2023? So in 2023, with my business, I actually want to take down this whole room and do everything completely over to make my clients very, very, very comfortable, because it's just like, I'm gonna be honest, the room was very rushed, and like I'm just so used to, you know, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm so used to just like the money that sometimes I feel as if my clients aren't getting the luxury service that they're supposed to get. And I'm not saying like the luxury service like with my lash and my lash retention and this, and I'm saying like the actual experience. When you go somewhere, you always want to have that experience. So I am working on that, and also I have something in store for my loyal clients who have been coming to me for a very long time. And like I basically want to start back with my skincare line, because I kind of gave that up because it was just so hard doing everything by myself, and I didn't have absolutely no help. And I could have had help, don't get me wrong, but I really didn't want like to deal with the untrustworthy people when you're dealing with ingredients, especially when you know that your products and stuff work. So I really just set my skincare business to the side because I just didn't have any help. I actually made the products myself, so it was very, very, very hard and very overwhelming to promote every day, to get to the shop, to make products. It was very, very, very hard for me. So hopefully, like, I can finally do that this year. Maybe find some trustworthy people so that I can do what the fuck I want to do. Okay, so how are you mentally? Right now, I'm speaking. I had this question in my personal, but now I'm gonna do it business wise. Right now, mentally, business wise, I'm actually taking like a break from my social medias, even though I'm still getting booked on my website, because like this rebrand is just gonna be crazy, and I want it to be everything that I imagine it to be. So I'm doing my research. I'm doing what I need to do, and like mentally, I won't say like my business is mentally business me. I'm okay. I'm not good and I'm not bad, but I'm just simply okay. Where do you start for a first time business owner without support? The support starts with yourself. If you don't support yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, then nobody else is going to believe in it. Nobody else is going to support your dream if you don't support it. So therefore, you want to accomplish something, you go out and you do that shit on your own. You go out, you go to extremes to get people to come in. Nobody's never going to support the underdog. Nobody's ever going to support you if you're not implying yourself. You can't be around here begging for support. Like, and if you're looking for support from your family and friends, I'm going to be the one to tell you, it is not going to come until other people start talking about you. So if you're out here trying to start a business based off of what other people doing, or around the people, like, you trying to start a business around the people that's around you and you looking for them to support you, they're not going to support you until they see outsiders start supporting you. So like I said, always and also always, no support is good support. If you trying to do something, do that shit. Don't look for nobody validation. If you want to wake up tomorrow and say you want to be a hairstylist, get your ass up and find somebody to practice on. Like, nobody is not going to see your dream how you see it. It starts with you. You shouldn't be worried about who don't support you. Somebody going to jump on your bandwagon. It's people that's becoming lash techs every day, bro. It's people that's becoming hairstylists every day. It's people that's becoming estheticians every single day. You have to have it in yourself to give yourself that extra push. Keep in mind, people ain't going to like, they not going to comment, they going to share, they're not going to share, but they are watching you. They're watching you. Start your shit. Start it. What made you become an esthetician? What made me be, okay, so I'm gonna just say this as is. I'm the type of person, I started a business from my own personal life. My face used to look like a star crunch. Black marks all over my face. If you was to go on my TikTok and you look at my pinned video, I was a fucking mess. My face was literally a star crunch. I had acne everywhere. I can literally touch my face and bumps was popping out of my face. It was so disgusting. I looked so nasty. My face looked so nasty. I was very, very, very insecure. Like, I was like, damn, like, I am ugly as hell. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm trying to say? I wanted to become an esthetician because I have always been interested in skin. I've always been interested in facials. I have always been interested in this kind of stuff. So that is what made me become an esthetician. Everything that I do on my clients, I do it on myself, except lash extensions, because I know how sensitive my eyes are. And if lash tech watching this and they ever did my lashes, they know that my lashes is very, very, very hard because I water real bad. But as far as chemical peels, I remember me doing my first chemical peel on myself. I burnt myself like shit. My face was literally so black, it was disgusting. I didn't know my face was gonna heal from that chemical peel because I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I would fuck up on myself before I fuck up on a client. I sat down like with waxing. I used to get real bad razor bumps from real bad razor bumps from shaving, and I wanted to wax. Also, I burnt myself with Nair on my vagina, so my vagina was black. I wanted to get into intimate bleaching. So everything that I started was because of something that I wanted to. I didn't look at nobody else and said this is something I want to do. It all started with me. And once I came up with a solution for everything that was wrong with me, I told myself I could do this shit. I knew I could do this shit before, but I wanted to make myself a believer. How you around here trying to be an esthetician? How you around here trying to be an esthetician when your skin is like, well, I'm not even going to say that. Let me not say that. It's just like, I feel like people would relate to you more when they see that you've been through it. Like, I have my clients that come to me with acne prone skin, and I know exactly what to do, how to do it, what to treat them with, and what to send them home with. Like, I can literally tell you, not one person that has came to me has not seen results unless they haven't been consistent. And that goes to show you, I took time out of my life to literally sit, research, do this, do that, because I have acne prone skin. And it's so crazy. My bumps, they grow under my skin, which means I may look like my skin is clean on the outside, but if I was to squeeze my face, my pores are literally clogged. So that is like, everything that I do is literally from something that I struggle with or that I had issue with, and that's why I started to do it. What advice can you give to beginner lash techs who lost passion for it? The advice that I can give beginner lash techs who lost the passion for it is, one, to stay consistent. After you take your lash class, you never stop learning. And what you need to understand is, a lot of these lash techs that teaching you classes, they don't want you to be better than them. So they will literally, sometimes it's not you, sometimes it could be your teacher that's holding back because they don't want you to be better than them. You have to literally be consistent. What you see on social media about lash artists is not fucking true. You're not finna finish your lash class and be doing bomb ass sets and making $150 off a set. They use that as a tactic to get you in so that you can book a class with them. I'm gonna be the one to tell you, when I first started doing lashes, it took me 6 hours to do my first set. Now I am down to 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's on a mega volume set. Like, let me tell you something. In the lash business, being consistent and believing in yourself is what really matters. You cannot take a lash class and then expect for you to be good, like great, the next day. And what a lot of lash artists do is they will book a class, and then when you book a class, you're literally sitting up here and they're doing all the work for you, but then they posting it as if you did the work. And that's not okay, because your student is never going to learn like that. When I teach my lash students, I let them know, hey, this is what you're going to do. And it's I do, you do, we do. You by yourself. Like, once it's time to lash, you are by yourself. And I don't even give my lash students, I don't give them a certificate until they completed 2 people without me. And like, you have to push, you have to have that certain type of push. And I push my students all the time. But if you don't want to be helped, I cannot help you. Like, people join a lash game because they think it's all peaches and cream, and it's not. It's really not. As a beginner lash tech, I would tell you to stay consistent. After that class, you rest after the class, for one, because the class probably be like 6 hours. You tired. Then next day, you start doing lashes. Whatever you learn in your class, go home and practice it and be consistent. Don't look at the people on Instagram. Don't look at that, because you never know. Somebody literally could take a lash class, been practicing for 6 months without you knowing, and then come out on Instagram and they be bomb as hell. But they took that time out behind closed doors to actually learn. Like I said, beginner lash techs, don't give up. Do not give up. Practice your fans. Practice classic sets. Practice removal. Practice everything, because practice makes perfect. You are not going to be perfect overnight. I show y'all my first set. It was about 6 lashes on my mother's eyes, and it took me 6 hours. It took me 6 hours. To my beginner lash techs babies, I just want you guys to know that you can always reach out to me and ask me any question you want to ask me. I will not be giving y'all my vendor, so don't ask me that. I'm sorry. I'm not giving y'all. If you didn't take a lash class with me, I will not be giving you my vendor. That's dead. But you can ask me almost any other question. That's okay with me. That's fine. But I'm not giving y'all my vendor though. That's probably like about the only thing I could say. But my lash students, they get, like, I don't hold nothing back for them. Y'all, they get my vendors, my everything. And then their mentorship is ongoing. And also, after they take a class with me, they could come back anytime. And if they want to sit beside me and watch me do my clients, or sit beside me, or, I mean, not sit, or let me watch them do a lash set, we can do that. Okay, this was a two-part question. She asked me what inspired me to be an esthetician. I answered that question already. What steps did you take for your suite/building? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I graduated esthetician school, right? And when I graduated esthetician school, my mom, she bought me all of my inventory. Every single thing I needed for my business, my mother bought it for me. And one day, I just took the time. I will never forget this. I was in a relationship with a guy that I felt as like I was doing everything, and it's just like he was just sitting beside me and he wasn't doing nothing. I got up one day, I got in my busted ass, ugly ass car, and I went around looking for suites. And this was the first building I saw, and this was the building that I looked at. My suite was the building that I looked at, and I called the people. They told me it was available. That same day, my mother paid everything, and it was mine. Like, she paid everything. I would say look up local suites in your area. Also, if you don't want to look up a suite, you can actually work in someone's shop or be coming out of beginner esthetician school. Also, in esthetician school, you don't learn everything, so you would actually want to go out and actually, like, maybe try to work somewhere else to get the experience, and then maybe start your own. Me personally, I didn't do that because I learned everything by just going on YouTube and just doing my research every single day, because esthetician school don't teach you shit. All you're doing with esthetician school is getting your license. You would be awesome if you go to a good esthetician school and they teach you everything you need to know, but school for me, horrible. I hated it. But I already came out knowing everything that I know. I was practicing people in school. I was practicing people before school. So this was nothing but a fender bender to me when it came down to it. But like I said, you go around looking for office spaces, calling numbers, see how many square feet, see how much money they're trying to charge you. And that's how you go about it. But once I found this suite and I told my mama I wanted it, she had that money that same day, and that was her gift to all my inventory. I think she bought that for Christmas. The gift to me was, the gift for me graduating esthetician school was my shop. And I really appreciate my mom for that, because she has been supporting me from day one. I love my mama so much. Like, I couldn't ask for another mother. Like, I couldn't. I'm so sorry. Okay, so a lot of people ask the same question also. I want to know what inspired you to go out and have your own business. Basically, with that situation, I know, for one, I didn't really, okay, so when I first took my lash class, once again, I said that it was just, I knew that I wanted to do something, and I couldn't overlap school with esthetician school. So when I started doing lashes, this is what happened. I took a lash class, not knowing if I was going to take it serious, not knowing what I was going to get out of it. I took a lash class, and I was working at a summer camp. That was my first job. I was working at a summer camp, and I went to my mama with the idea and said, Mommy, I want to do lashes. My mama told me, she said, okay, you want to do lashes? You are going to work hard for your money, and the lash class was $500. She said, then told me, she said, if you take your lashes serious, I'm going to give you your $500 back, along with buying your lash inventory, because around that time I was just a lash tech and not an esthetician. So in my mind, I done saved my money up for this lash class. I paid my deposit, all this stuff. I didn't know shit about lashes. I didn't know what the fuck it was, in all honesty. So I took my lash class, and all I was figuring out when I was taking my lash class is, I'm never doing this shit again, and I hate this, but I'm finna be consistent, because my mama said that she gonna give me my $500 back, and that's all I wanted was my $500 back. And I end up just never giving up on it, and I end up continuing to push and just get better and better, and I continue to keep teaching myself. Like, I had that drive in me to just do it. And in all honesty, I couldn't even imagine me where I am now. I couldn't imagine me making the money that I make now. And it's just amazing to me that I actually was able to do all this stuff at such a young age. So that's kind of what it was. I knew that I wanted to make money, but I knew that I couldn't work for nobody because I hated, like, when I was working at the summer camp, I loved the kids, but I hated the fucking job. I hated everything about it. Like, I hated everything about it. I didn't like people telling me what to do. I worked another job after the summer camp while I was waiting for my license to be approved. I worked at Snappers Fish and Chicken. I worked there for about, like, I say like 3 days. I worked there for about, no, not 3 days, maybe like, I don't know. I got my first check, and that shit was like $80. And I remember me slaving like a fucking, like, I just slaved so hard. And I said, I could have did lashes and made this in one set. And from that day forward, that shit pushed me, because I'm not gonna be over here working so hard to make the next motherfucker rich when I got a business. So that also really pushed me more in that sense. So the best advice you can give to an upcoming business owner and starting up, especially in the beauty industry, I think that you guys should just watch this whole video. Let me stop. I think that you should just be consistent, believe in yourself, and don't give a fuck about what the next motherfucker gotta say. Be consistent, believe in yourself, don't give a fuck about what the next motherfucker gotta say. What I say about being consistent is, things gonna get hard. You can't impress everybody, but that don't mean you stop. You keep fucking going. That's it. Like, you keep going. Being consistency is key. You can't expect to be good overnight. You can't expect to become this big business owner overnight when you're not practicing, when you're not doing what the fuck you need to do. So you need to do that. Like, you really need to stay consistent when it comes down to your business. So then, I'm sorry, the second one, I forgot what I said. Believe in yourself. When I say believe in yourself, I mean believe in yourself through everything. Don't just do one head and just, oh, whatever. No. Like, you need to be trying to practice everything. Even on your off days, you need to be working. And what people don't understand is, a business owner is day round. Even on your off days, you will be working. If you don't have the work ethic to put inside of a business, you do not need to do it. Because it's more than just making content and going on posting. It's more than just making content and making shit look good. You have to sit and you have to literally do everything by yourself, unless you have the funds to pay somebody else, which as a starting business owner or as an upcoming business owner, you don't have that. Like, a lot of people barely even coming from support. So how are you going to literally be this big time person when you still stuck in a 9-to-5 mindset? We're not doing that. Once you become a business owner, everything, you are in charge of everything. You are in charge of that website. You are in charge of scheduling clients. You are in charge of your timing. You are in charge of every single thing. Inventory. You are in charge of a lot. And it's very, very, very overwhelming. And that's why I say believe in yourself. You have to wake up every day and push yourself. You have to push yourself. Nobody is going to ever do shit for you in this world. And I feel like a lot of people just looking on Instagram and business owner making entrepreneurship look so easy. This shit is not easy. I can literally count. I can't count. I can't count on my hands how many times I just sat in this shop and fucking cried. I cried because it's just so much to do. And I'm one person. And I'm focused on pleasing everybody. I'm focused on motherfuckers just finding something bad to say about my business. It is really, really, really hard. This shit is not easy. And I'm going to be the one to tell y'all that. This shit ain't peaches and cream. It's not. Taxes, paying the IRS. Like, baby, business owners, we don't get taxes. We pay them. Like, this shit is for real. Like, you really have to have the heart and a mindset for this shit. You do. You really do. I think hers was a 2-part question. And starting up with a business, I say make a business plan. Make a business plan. You need to know what you're going to do. You need to know how are you going to do it. You need to set aside time to focus on something with your business every single day. Every single day is work for you. You don't have no off days. It's no fucking sleep. It ain't no sleep. You getting up early in the morning to do shit for your business every single day. You don't have no plan, and you expecting you don't have no plan. You don't got no goals, but you expecting you to be this big time entrepreneur. That shit don't work like that. You need to have a plan. You need to work towards your goals every single day. And all that money and shit is gonna come afterwards. And I'm gonna let y'all know, as a business owner, you ain't gonna see your money probably about like maybe, I really say your first year in business sucks. Horrible. The worst. You trial and error for you. That second year, that third year, that fourth year, that fifth year, oh, but you got it down pat. Now, motherfuckers gonna be just paying for all the shit that you had to go through that first year. Within that fifth year of your business, motherfuckers gonna know. Yeah, bitch. That motherfucker right there, they the truth. They are the truth. I want to know how you had the courage to start your business. Okay, so this is a two-part question. I want to know how you had the courage to start your business. I had the courage to start my business. I don't even think I'm not gonna say I don't even think I had courage. What gave me the courage was myself, because like I got tired of looking at my motherfucking face every day. Shit look like a star crunch, and motherfuckers like anytime I would get into an argument with a bitch, the first thing they'll say is, "Girl, your bumpy ass face," or this and this and that. Like hoes had shit to say about me. Like I'm pretty, but it's just like, girl, look at your fucking face. Like, ew, bitch, you got all these spots, you got all this, you got all that. Like hoes had shit to say about me. And like I said in my other video, in my personal video, in my personal Q&A, I'm not no loser ass bitch. Bitch, you talk about me, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna fix that shit. So that's exactly what I did. That's what gave me the courage my fucking self. And bitches talking shit about me, that's what gave me the courage. I ain't even gonna lie to you. What keeps you from giving up / not wanting to quit? Me. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got to make my mom, like, I already made my mama proud. If I want to quit my business today or tomorrow, I could do that. It is what it is. But what am I going to do? Me, myself, I'm the reason why I keep going. It's just me. It's just my head, honestly. Because it's just like, if I don't get up and do this shit, who will? Who will? Like, this is for me. I do all this shit for me. I like the life that I live. I like how I can spend money freely. I love my career, basically. So what makes me not want to stop is myself. Like, I stopping don't even be in my head. Like, I'll probably take a break and be like, you know what, I ain't accepting no new clients. But I don't ever think I thought about ever quitting. Because I know I'm a fighter. I'm going to fight to the finish. I'm going to fight to the end. And that's just how I am. And I've always been like that. So that completes my business Q&A. I thank you guys so much for asking me questions. I really appreciate it, and I'm thankful for my supporters. And like, comment, and subscribe. I will also be doing another business Q&A for the people who also had questions and couldn't ask me. I thank you guys so much, and I love you all. Goodbye.
Let's pull up the stats. Who really get to the cash? Cause I really get to the cash. When I shop, I don't look at the tags now. I'm smoking that.